Let's look at the top 4 biggest problems that retirees have and how to face them. Number 4, having too much debt. For many people, retirement is a time to relax and enjoy life after years of working hard. However, for those with significant debt, retirement can be a stressful time. Unfortunately, debt is becoming increasingly common among retirees. Many retirees find themselves having to pay off mortgages, credit cards, and medical bills. There are several steps you can take to get out of debt. First, take a close look at your budget and see where you can cut back on expenses. Second, consider downsizing your home or getting a part-time job to bring in extra income. Third, create a plan for paying off your debts, starting with the ones that have the highest interest rates. By taking these steps, you can get out of debt and enjoy a stress-free retirement. Number 3, not sustaining an income stream. One of the biggest problems is maintaining an income stream. According to one recent survey, about 18% of Americans are worried that they won't be able to afford daily expenses in retirement. This is often due to the fact that Social Security income either won't be available or won't cover enough of their expenses. There's a few ways to address this problem. First, consider working a few more extra years before retiring. This will give you more time to save for retirement and make it easier to cover your costs. Alternatively, you could create a source of passive income by investing in real estate or stocks. This way you can generate income without having to work full-time. Regardless of which approach you take, it's important to plan ahead so you can enjoy a comfortable retirement. Number 2, not saving enough money. One of the biggest problems that retirees face is not saving enough money. Many people end up outliving their savings. This could be because they underestimated their cost of living, or they overestimated how much money they would have coming in during retirement. It's important to have a realistic idea of your expenses in retirement and to make sure your savings will cover those costs. One way to do this is to create a budget and track your spending for a few months before you retire. This will give you a better idea of where your money goes and what you can cut back on in retirement. Also, be sure to factor in inflation when estimating your costs. The price of goods and services tends to go up over time, so you'll need more money in retirement than you do now just to maintain your current lifestyle. Finally, don't forget to account for unexpected expenses, such as home and car repairs. If you plan for the unforeseen, you'll be less likely to outlive your savings in retirement. Before I move on to number 1, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Number 1, paying for medical expenses. According to a recent study, one of the biggest problems that retirees face is not having enough to pay for medical expenses. In fact, roughly 30% of people said that they were worried about being able to afford healthcare in retirement. This concern is not unfounded. Medical costs have been rising steadily for years, and they are only expected to continue to rise in the future. One way to combat this problem is to plan ahead. By doing some research and planning ahead, retirees can help ensure that they have the coverage they need to meet their medical expenses in retirement. It's also important to save as much money as you can now for retirement in order to ensure you have plenty to spend on medical bills in the future. Another way to save money is to stay healthy. Eating right and exercising regularly can help to reduce the risk of developing costly chronic conditions. Click the video on the screen to see another money-making video.